Hi everyone, I'm Sunshine Jackson and thank you so much for joining us for the Sunshine Sessions. Tonight I am speaking with photographer Mark Maiden.
Good evening.
Mark, thank you so much for joining us and
You're
allowing us to do this interview. So Mark, tell us, how did you get into photography?
Well, I got into photography basically about when I was the age of 16. I was in high school. I've always been interested in art.
Okay.
You know, just the passion of art. It started out as drawing. I used to love to draw. I just had a passion with drawing. And from there, I just started noticing sunsets, you know, different structures, different settings and stuff like that. So that's when I got the passion of, oh, that would be a nice picture to take and stuff like that. Then I guess later on, probably about my 10th grade year, they had to be, I went to commercial arts, did commercial arts, and they actually taught us how to basically draw different things, different styles of drawing, and also that was my first introduction into photography. They took me into the dark room, taught me how to actually develop film and all that kind of stuff. So as time progressed, I never did get into it. I guess here I got grown. I was grown before I actually decided to actually venture into photography because, you know, jumping out into something like that, you know, is always a risk that, you know, you can't make it in it because, you know, you have so much competition out there and all that kind of stuff. And also, it's a very, very expensive hobby. But I put all my fears to the side, jumped out there, bought my first camera. Had my first photo shoot and just basically loved it.
Okay.
After I bought that first camera, I only had that camera for about a month. Went out and bought another camera. And it's been on ever since then.
Okay, so tell me this, because you said you hesitated
Yes.
to get into photography.
Yes.
You did not do it until you were an adult.
Yes.
What was it that actually gave you that final push? Or what made you say, this is it, I'm going to go ahead and do this?
Well, it's like Steve Harvey mentioned something one time before on an interview he had. He said basically you have to jump. And so basically, that's basically what I did. I just jumped on out there and put all the fears to the side and was just like, well, you know, I can never make it if I don't ever try.
Right.
So therefore, that's why I jumped on out there and ventured into photography. And like I say, it's been successful for me. Of course, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I know eventually I will get there. But the it's been pretty great, you know, so far. The ride has been great, you know. Photography, it has its seasons to where it's an up and down thing, especially when you're not where you want to be far as clientele, you know, and stuff like that. But like I say, mine, you know, it's going pretty good. Of course, I still have other things to learn. I feel I'm a great photographer. I have, you know, clients that love my work. I have people that love my work. But, you know, you feel that you're never exactly where you want to be at. You know, if you figure that you know everything, something's wrong with you. So you always have the potential to learn more as you know, keep on progressing. So I do have a lot more to learn with photography.
Okay, well, I just wanted to attest to the audience that I think you're a great photographer.
Thank you.
As well. Mr. Maiden and I met each other because he was recommended when I needed some photos done. And it was outside of the amateur part-time modeling that I had done, you know, a while back. It was my first just photo shoot for fun. And so, you know, getting back into it, you would think that, you know, you've done it before, so it's kind of natural to you. but you really made me feel very comfortable, very confident, and I think that quality helps a person with photography. What would you think about that? Being able to put people at ease, make them feel confident.
That's the type of photographer I am. I don't go to a photo shoot and just want to be all serious and come on, let's get this done, let's get this out the way. I feel that if you put your client at ease, you know, you have fun with them, everything, you know, it pops off better. You know, it creates, I mean, you know, it just shines a whole different light on the photo shoot. You know, you having fun, I'm having fun. Like I say, when we met, that was our first time meeting.
Yes, it was.
And that photo shoot we had, well, we was together at least about 3-4 hours that day shooting.
Probably about 3 hours.
Yeah, and it seemed like by the end of the day, me and you had already knew each other. You know, like we knew each other like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's what
it's all about. I do every last one of my clients like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whether it's a photo shoot or a wedding or a party, I have a ball at my weddings. You know, that's just what I do. I'm just a fun-loving person, and with that, me being fun-loving, I take it over into my job as far as the photography thing. That's just the way I do it.
Okay. And so you mentioned parties, weddings.
Parties, weddings.
So you do all types of events.
Anniversaries. I basically shoot everything. Portraits, whatever that is, I will shoot it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And for those who are interested in your services, of course, we'll put that information up at the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to talk to you about some of the challenges you have faced. I don't like to make things a racial issue, but you know, living in this country, times being what they are, I would like to know, as an entrepreneur, what type of challenges have you faced? First and foremost, as an entrepreneur, but secondly, just as a black male trying to start his own business or become established.
Well, as an entrepreneur, it's kind of like, and being a black entrepreneur, you know, you have to face basically the big companies, stuff like that. When I first started shooting, it was, you know, trying to face Portrait Innovations, the company, you know, the big company, multi-million-dollar company, stuff like that, you know. And Portrait Innovations, you know, they had the money, they could throw out all kinds of different specials and all this kind of stuff. Me being a person that's just starting in the game and I don't have this money to offer you that, offer you this and all that kind of stuff, you know, I couldn't keep up with Portrait Innovations. But, you know, trying to face that and just basically being truthful, you know, a lot of people want to stick with what's popular. Portrait Innovations was popular, so therefore, you know, you had a lot of people running to them. Well, you know, such and such can go to Portrait Innovations. I'm gonna show them that I can go to Portrait Innovations too. Instead of basically helping, I guess, the independent man, you know, the independent person, black man that's trying to get up on his feet and make something of himself. You know, you got to look at things like that. And it's sad to say also that I can actually say some people just don't want to see you succeed and make something out of yourself. It's a shame that it has to be like that, but you actually have that.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it's not just like, far as I can say, or a white or a black thing.
Yeah, and I'm glad you meant it, because I was going to say, we're not trying to make a racial
thing. It's not a racial thing. Right. It's not a racial thing at all, because the ones that don't want you to succeed are my own kind.
Well, I mean, it can be either or, but I'm saying I want to make it clear. I'm simply saying, because you are a black man, there are issues that you face, but it's not so much a racial thing to the point that it stops you from servicing all people, because you have all types of clients.
Yes, I do.
Let's make that clear.
Yes,
so
I do.
That's not what I meant about, you know, the race thing. I just meant because you are a black man, you know.
Yeah.
What challenges?
But like I say, that's basically That's basically the thing. You know, you just like I say, basically, it can hinder you because, you know, like I said, basically some people don't want to see you succeed. And at first I can actually say that they kind of bothered me. They kind of bothered me. But after a while, you know, you just get over that because people are going to be people. And you need to keep on pushing through that no matter what. Because you know how great, how good your services are. So therefore, one day, you know, you're going to get to that point where everybody's going to be like, well, have you heard about Masterpiece Photography? Oh, he's great. You need to use him. You know, all this kind of stuff. So all the people that tried to hold you back in the past, you know, you don't have to worry about them anymore because, you know, all that's going to be clearly wiped out.
Have you faced the biggest obstacle I should say, opposition from competitors or from just clients or friends that you know?
I can't say as far as competitors, no. I mean, because it's enough people in this city for, you know, for all photographers to, you know, make a living. It's mostly, like I can say it's just mostly, I guess, just the people. I guess, you know, I can say mostly it's the people. Because like I say, stuff like that, it kind of bothered me with all the people that I actually do know. And
that's what I was getting at. And maybe it was poorly phrased, the way I put the question.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out, and you're hinting on it now, if the biggest obstacle you faced was from other photographers or from people who you thought would support you.
Would support me more. Yes,
right.
yes. And like I say, that's something, you know, when you come into this thing, right? When you come into this and you be like, well, I know tons of people, and every time they gonna need a photo taken, I should be the one that's called.
Right.
But it's not like that. You know, it's not like that. And like I say, I can retread back on what I was saying before. Everybody don't want to see you succeed.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is. But all you gotta do is stay prayed up.
Yeah.
Stay prayed up and everything's possible.
So you would say you're a very spiritual person?
I mean, I can't say I'm very, very spiritual, you know, because we all have our faults, you know.
Of course.
I believe in God, so I'm very, very spiritual.
Okay. Well, I was just curious because you mentioned...
I am a praying man, though. I am a praying man.
That's a good thing.
And, you know, I can actually say he has opened many, many doors for me. Yes, he has. Yeah.
Right.
I'm doing fairly well.
That's good. That's good. So what motivates you to continue in photography? What fuels that passion? Because you told us why you got into it and how, but what keeps you interested in photography?
It's just, well, I'm going to tell you straight up, as time progresses, I know, like I say, as far as what keeps me into it is, I'm just looking into the future. You know what I'm saying? Looking into the future of what I can be, what it can do for me. Not only what it can do for me, I have 2 daughters, a granddaughter, stuff like that I want to basically leave, like, I guess you could say a legacy for.
Okay.
Because at this point in time, my 11-year-old, she got to the point where she loves photography.
Really?
Yes. I mean, she's been watching her dad take pictures for a while. So actually, she's in Texas now, but I really plan on teaching her how to take pictures. I bought her another little old bitty camera, you know, little camera, but I actually plan on handing down one of my professional cameras to her and actually teaching her how to do it. And I'm going to start taking her on, you know, for photo shoots when she comes down for the summer, stuff like that. Take her to a few photo shoots. Might even let her shoot, you know, start shooting a wedding with me or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so therefore, when Daddy get too old to do anything, then she can start, you know, just taking her on.
That's nice.
And don't say no jokes about him already.
That's nice. So, I know, like I said, what fuels your passion. Leaving a legacy.
Yeah.
Pretty much for your children and your grandchildren.
Yep.
do you think that it's important, or I should say, how important is it to mentor younger people coming up now who are interested in
Man, it's very important. I mean, because a lot of kids, it's just like a lot of kids, they don't really know what path they want to take, stuff like this. And some of them, you know, they out there taking the wrong path. But, you know, if, you know, they see you doing something positive and how much you like it, they might be like, well, man, let me see what he got going on with this picture taking stuff. You know, it might pick up a camera and just go to shooting. And they'll get to the point where they really love it, you know, because like I say, photography, it's just a wonderful thing that you can just capture beautiful moments like that. You know, once you capture those moments and you print them out, they there forever.
Yeah.
You know, it's a split second that moment is there, but once you capture it, you got it forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, do you think you would be interested in mentoring any young people who might be interested in?
I actually had an opportunity. Well, it was an opportunity brought to me to do that for this church. It was this guy named this pastor named Randy Booth. He had moved down here, and that was something that they wanted me to do. But I guess, you know, they didn't get everything kicked off like they wanted to, so it didn't turn out. You know, we didn't get a chance to do that. But I was very interested in that. You know, I was, you know, prepared to go and mentor some young kids on, you know, exactly how to do photography. Because everybody thinks photography is easy. It's not all about pointing and shooting.
Yeah.
It's not about pointing and shooting.
Right.
You have a lot of different settings on those cameras that you have to actually learn how to adjust, dealing with the different shadows, the way the sun's coming in at different angles. You got to know how to do all that type of stuff. So
Right.
it's not an easy thing, just pointing and shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
So you all have it here. Mark Maiden is interested in mentoring young people who might be interested in photography. So let's keep that in mind. I think that would be a great thing to do. What advice would you have for a person of any age interested in photography? What would you tell them that they first need to do, and then how should they proceed after that?
The first thing they need to do, basically the first thing you need to do is just go and purchase a camera and start shooting.
Really?
Yeah. Just purchase a camera and just start shooting. I mean, because once you purchase that camera and you just start shooting, I mean, you know, you'll get the hang of it. Like I say, you'll get the feel of that camera. Learn every button on that camera, learn how it functions and all that kind of stuff. And also get the eye. You got to have eye. You got to have a good eye, you know, for different photos, different spots, different settings. You know, like I say, it's not all about just shooting. You got to have that eye to capture the right setting. But if you're interested in photography, just get the camera and get to work on it. Just go to shooting.
And would you say learn everything you can?
Learn everything you can. Everything you can.
Not
That's
just
what it's
about
all
the camera that you own, but also about the art of photography. Okay.
Because you just can't learn about the camera. Because like I said, you have to learn about the lightings. You have to learn about the shadows. You have to learn how to... It's all about like setting up your lighting. Such thing as bouncing light. It's a whole lot of different things with photography. I mean, it's a lot with photography. You gotta learn how to do all that.
Okay. So tell everyone the name of your photography business and how they can contact you.
The name of my photography business is Masterpiece Photography. You can reach me at 318-518-8436.
And of course, we'll put that information up at the end of the interview. But do you travel to different locations, or how does that
Yes,
work?
I do travel. So far, the farthest place I've been is just Baton Rouge.
Okay.
I've traveled to Baton Rouge to do some work down there.
Okay.
Baton Rouge, Natchitoches. No, I've traveled part of Texarkana. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't just do the state of Louisiana?
No, don't just do Louisiana.
Okay, and
No.
that's what I
You can't just, I guess basically just narrow yourself to, just the spot where you at. You have to broaden your horizons, get out there.
Okay.
Can't just can't make money here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody called me one time and they asked me about traveling. I told them, have money, we'll travel.
Have money, we'll travel.
Yes.
I think that's a good way to leave it.
Yeah.
Also, he says just do it.
Just like Nike, just do it.
Just do it. Well, Mr. Maiden, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome,
allowing
ma'am.
us to interview you. And I would say to you all, follow your dreams, live your passion, and whatever you do, make it purpose-filled. Hit the like button, please, and the subscribe button. And join us next time for the Sunshine Sessions. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Get some music.